So, I'm never going to find enough batteries for all this. A little about the AT, the Appalachian Trail. I'm going to keep this succinct. I spent only 3 months out there, but boy were they some 3 months of revelations. And we'll get to that. By the way, thanks Dave for turning me on to mate. This is air-dried mate. This is absolutely delicious. It's the first time I've had it today. Dave of Mind Petals. So, my first month was in Maine, which is considered the hardest section of the Appalachian Trail. It was pretty rugged. They don't believe in switchbacks in Maine, you know, when making trails. I was asked to talk a little about the blind man. I don't really have a lot to say about him. It was neat. It's really just the you know, you're out there experiencing your own sort of, like, I don't want to say burdens or hardships, but like we had our own struggles while we were, you know, your own personal struggles when you're out doing something like that. And it really puts a lot of things in perspective when you meet someone who not is like completely blind, but, you know, is mostly, you know, blind, like can't see, has an eye dog, is with his son, and it just, you know, hiking in Maine. Mad props, sir. Sorry I can't remember your name. It was a long time ago, but it affected me. It was a wonderful experience. A lot of synchronistic moments on the AT. The main thing about the Appalachian Trail is this, for me. In Maine, when you're hiking south, the first 110 miles, called the 100-mile wilderness, you have 110 miles before your first town, which is Monson. No resupply points. You gotta carry I carried 11 days worth of food with me. It was about 16 pounds of food. And I started hiking by myself, so I ran into people eventually, but was completely by myself most of the time, hiking every day by myself. So it was a good practice in walking meditation. This is what was interesting. There were moments during my day of hiking, you know, and it became every moment of every day this way, that with each step I took, I felt that I had already taken that step before, and that it wasn't something unfamiliar to me. Like, I was seeing new things and I was experiencing new places, but each step I took wasn't new. Like, I had never been there, but I had been there before, if that makes any sense. And it didn't really make much sense to me until after I was done with it. I came back, and I have these times where, because time isn't linear, I'm both here, sitting in front of this camera, and I'm there, hiking through the woods, that I can be sitting here, or talking to you, or talking to somebody, whatever I'm doing, and be kind of like taken back, like, to one of these times when I was on the trail. And I'm both here and I'm there. Like, everything is so incredibly vivid that I can, you know, the sights, the sounds, the smells, I can look around and I know exactly, like, I remember everything, like, but it's not the feeling of a memory-based experience. It's the feeling of, like, experiencing it and experiencing this simultaneously. And yet, I experienced it, past tense, and I am experiencing this, present. But it can be as much the present for me as this is. Two places at the same time. It's strange. It's really strange. Who knows? I like it. I like to be able to do that. Hey, who needs photographs? Who needs video? And I can just kind of not daydream, but just be there and be here. Because I am there. And I am here. Does that make any sense?